New Things Day. Kind of late because there was a box missing from my shop shipment, so I didn't get all my books in. Decided to wait to do it when I had all my books. I only have books today, meaning of the comic variety and of the book variety. Comic book, book books, comic book, book books, comic book, book books, comics first. Had a big stack of books this week. Don't know what the hell's going on around here. Howard the Duck number 9. I feel like I haven't read a Howard the Duck in a year and a half. Like I said previously, this series lost its luster after they renumbered it. It's the same creative team, it's the same story basically, but something happened. Like they either reined him in or they told him to go a different direction because it doesn't have the same feel. American Monster number 4. I'm about done with this. Maybe give it one more issue. I say that every time one of these comes out, and then I read it and I still enjoy it. And considering that it's not $2.99, so it may have to go. The art is iffy to me, and I still don't quite understand what's happening. So we'll see what's going on. That was a kind of a reach for me. I said, Brian Azzarello, Aftershock, kind of a imprint I never really read. Let's give it a shot. Hyperion number 5, a book that I grabbed number 1 off the shelf and read it, loved it. I've always loved the character, Marvel Superman, if you will, and I've been enjoying this series. Looks like he's going to bang around with Titana. That can only lead to good things, right? All New, All Different Avengers number 12. Only reason I'm on this is for Vision. Although it has been good. Is this the one Hank Pym came back in? I ask this all the time. No, this is one with a nihilist. It has been good, though. Although there's a certain point in every issue where there's a great fight going on. Something great is happening, and then, bam, we're talking about all the teenagers on the team. Don't care. Let them be on the team. Just let them be on the team. Don't make a deal out of it. As if there are real people making a deal out of teenagers on the team. Power Rangers Pink number 2. Love number 1. I'll be on all these minis. Love the Power Rangers. Love that this is happening in the now and in my lifetime. And the nostalgia feel is fantastic. Even though I don't think the art is the greatest on this, the story pulls it through. If you don't know what it is, it's a mini. I guess they're doing one for each character of what they do after they leave the Power Rangers. I imagine they all have to suit up eventually, again, because that's pretty much what's going on here. Civil War 2, number 4. I haven't heard anything, if there's anything big that happens in this yet or not. I've been very good at avoiding comic spoilers. I think I went like a week without reading Civil War 2, number 3. I knew something happened. I didn't know what. And I read it and enjoyed it for myself. Old Man Logan, number 9, The Last Ronin, part 1. Pretty excited about this. It should be great. This cover kind of reminds me of, I don't think it was called Ronin, but the samurai, maybe it was Ronin. The series, the issues, I think it was a 5-part series. Nope, 5-part story in Deadpool Volume 1. Can't remember what it's actually called. Mighty Thor number 9. Another book I've been loving that's fantastic. Jason Aaron knows how to weave a tale, man. I don't know why I just got uncomfortable. Wonder Woman number 3. Didn't have a choice on cover. This is the one that I got. I'm alright with it. It's a good cover. I like it. Detective Comics number 937. Another time I didn't have a choice in the cover, but I will do anytime there's an American flag involved. Consider me sold. I'm in. Oh, just one quick thing on Wonder Woman. I don't really like how it's going back and forth between stories. It's basically like I'm reading 2 Wonder Woman books, but for some reason I pick it up and I'm expecting the other story. Without fail, every time. Action Comics number 960. Also wasn't given an option on the cover, but once again, I'm not disappointed. I like that cover a lot. I love this cover. This cover is gorgeous to me. This is Archie 10, and I adore this cover. Betty looks phenomenal. Uncanny Avengers number 11. This is the one with Ultron coming back. These came out the same week? I feel like they didn't, because I feel like I wouldn't get them confused as they did. Or maybe that's why I get them confused. Either way, This has been really good too. I was on this for Deadpool initially. Cable came along. He was the only reason I was on it for a while. But I'm liking the story with Ultron back, Hank Pym back. Although I feel like I like that it's a self-contained story. Although I feel like that could have been an event if Hank Pym comes back, but it's actually Ultron. International Iron Man number 5. I needed Iron Man in my life. I don't know if this is continuing, but I will be hopping on Infamous Iron Man with Doctor Doom as Iron Man. So if this and that are continuing, I'm probably gonna pop off this just because it's okay. There's less young Tony than I wanted. There's a lot of current Tony. It goes back and forth. I'm now only a few books. I got things to do. Busy man here. So only a few books I'm going to show off here of the books that I saved. Still going through this huge stack over here. You can see a little bit here. See a little bit of stack here. That's probably, I don't know, 15 books high. And that goes from here to the wall. And there's 3 rows of that. So, this is Moment in Peking by Lin Yatang. It's a Chinese novel published by John Day. It's a novel of contemporary Chinese life published in 1939, so not so contemporary anymore. Decollage on the edge here, blackened on the top. No dust jacket. Some kind of dirty also, but these could get cleaned up a little better. I might do before I read them. Picked this one up just because I was on those book club edition hardbacks that are have nice dust jackets. This is one of them. Same shape. I like kind of uniformity in a shelf sometimes. This is Mary Higgins Clark's Loves Music, Loves to Dance, a novel. I've never read anything by Mary Higgins Clark. I've seen a lot of books around, but I don't even. This might be the first one I own. There she is on the back, I guess. Never even saw her before. This was published by Simon & Schuster in, that can't be right, 1991. 91 is right. Well, I'm not doing my game. I gotta try to guess when these were published. Because, I mean, everybody has to love that, right? It's only for me. It's only a game for me. This is The Murder League by Robert L. Fish, an Inner Sanctuary mystery. Hardback. I like this dust jacket a lot. I like the art on it. This was $4.50 cover price. I'm going to be way off today. I don't feel like I'm not in the zone. I'm going to say this was published 1969. 1968. I'm pretty damn good. Let's be honest here. I need some recognition for this. I saw The Murder League by Robert L. Fish, $4.50 cover price on this thing, and was 1 year off? Come on now. I'm pretty good. Published by, is a first printing, published also by Simon & Schuster. Memoirs of a Murder Man by Arthur A. Carey. Decollage here. Love a decollage. Even though it makes it hard to flip when I'm looking for a page. I don't know if this is autographed. That doesn't look like Arthur Carey. I think that might have just been whose book it was prior. Published by Doubleday, Doran and Company. Late Deputy Inspector in charge of the Homicide Bureau in New York City Police Department. Published 1930, first edition. So this is not a man who committed murders, a man who investigated murders. This is his memoirs in New York City, 1930. Well, I guess it would have been prior. This is the 20s. Murders in the 20s. How many were there? Now We Are Enemies, Thomas J. Fleming, the story of Bunker Hill. Looks like somebody got involved with a pencil, some child. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, it's alright, guys. They left the copyright date. They scribbled on everything else but the copyright date. 1960. 1960. St. Martin's Press. I'm going to show you what they did here. There's a map on the inside cover. That's all penciled up. Oh, it's all over the back cover, too. That's fun. No dust jacket. Dust jacket may have prevented that penciling from happening. Inside, looks like they tried to write their name Chris, and then like a bunch of squigglies. They probably thought they were writing in cursive. Some child. Then, you know, some more scribbles, because why not? You know, why not hit the first 3 pages? You need to get the first 3 at least. And then you turn to 4, and we're going to just scribble all over the chronology. all over it. We don't care about the chronology. It doesn't matter. But we will leave the copyright date unscribbled on because, come on, we're not animals. We're just kids with pencils. We're not animals. And then weirdly, there's no scribbling on the actual story itself. So either they were caught at page 5 or they got bored and just went to the back and then said, I'm done with this one. Next up is Rizpah by Charles E. Israel. Hardback. Very good condition on the dust jacket here. Book Club edition. Published by Simon & Schuster as well. Copyright 1961. No idea what this is. None. Set thousands of years ago, tells of the life and death struggle of Israel in the turbulent days when it was guided by the prophecies of Samuel and led by the anointed King Saul. Oh boy. You know what that says to me? Saul means doll. I think it might be doll, but I'll read it eventually. It's in my collection. Rizpah. Robert Lundlum, The Gemini Contenders? The Gemini Contenders, kind of rough on the dust jacket here. Kind of damaged. Book Club edition as well. Published by the Dial Press in 1976. Robert Lundlum of Born fame. The White Nile by Alan Moorhead. The story of the men who explored, pillaged, evangelized, and eventually awakened the vast unknown spaces of Central Africa from the slaving days of the 1850s to the final conquest of the Nile in 1900. $5.95 cover price on this. Now, it's a pretty big book, so they might have bumped it up a bit. I'm staying $69. Staying $69 on it. They just bumped it up a buck because it's a little bigger. Hardback. Ooh, I was way off. 1960. 1960 this guy was published. Harper and Row Publishers here. Hardback. Little damage on the dust jacket, but not too bad. That's it. I don't feel like doing it anymore. I got a lot more to do, but I hate doing too many. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, thank you. I'm going to try to hold up this monster load of books I have here. I got to put that Archie cover on the front. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Fan them out a little bit like I'm throwing hundreds in the club. Never been to a strip club. Who throws hundreds anyway? I feel like I'm on that game show Card Sharks. Thank you for watching. And see.